RVBN, The Rich Video Blog Network, home to weekly NFL predictions, great personality profiles, great professional wrestling video blogs, great sports video blogs, great MBTA video blogs, great everything on here. Collection of my work goes back to June of 2014 on various social media websites. RVBN, the only video blog on the internet that matters. Time now is 8:21 in the evening, Billerica, Massachusetts, on Friday, March 10, 2017. This is my third and final video blog subject of the night, which is the NHL Network from 1975 through 1979. But before I go to the video blog, it's 30 degrees out right now, battling some snow showers, snow squalls. In Billerica, Massachusetts, it's kind of clear, but there's a tiny flurry or two. Weekend's going to be so cold. And Tuesday could be a classic nor'easter. Some news to report on the RVBN Newswire. Marcus Bennett has announced he has signed with the Green Bay Packers. The Cleveland Browns have terminated the contract of Robert Griffin III, or RG3. Looks like RG3 and an NFL career could be in serious jeopardy. And the New England Patriots acquired Brandon Cooks from the New Orleans Saints for draft picks. And that's about it on news from the RVBN Newswire. Be back in a flash with my third and final video blog subject of the night, which is going to be about the NHL Network from 1975 through 1979. Tomorrow on RVBN, 3 more video blogs coming for you. First video blog will be about my personality profile. Tomorrow's personality profile will be about ESPN Sports Center co-anchor for the SC6, Jemay Hill. Second video blog will be about the former radio station in Boston, ESPN 890 1400, which lasted about 5 years. And the third and final video blog of the night, which will be about NWA/WCW Worldwide Wrestling. Stay tuned. I'm back. My third and final video blog subject of the night is about the NHL Network, the original one that ran in the United States from 1975 through 1979. In the spring of 1975, NBC dropped NHL games from the network due to being low rated. This left the National Hockey League without a television contract in the United States for 1975-76. They had to scramble to get a network, and they got a syndicated network, which was associations with the Hughes network, which was owned by Howard Hughes, and they called it the NHL Network. It was syndicated, and it had games on Monday night and games on Saturday afternoons. And it was sold to individual stations for no rights fees, and the local television stations would split the ads with the Hughes network, and they usually would show games Monday nights. And this package was originally kind of designed for ABC affiliates, but no ABC affiliates took it because they didn't want to preempt primetime programming after Monday Night Football. And it was usually shown on local independent stations across the country, usually on WSBK TV 38 in Boston, unless if they were showing the Bruins game, which they would show the Bruins game instead. Also, it was shown on WROR in New York, and several other stations. It was even shown on PBS stations in the middle of the country, which was pretty amazing. Typically, the games were like 3 hours long, and the lead announcer was Marv Albert, but Fred Cusick would call games from time to time, and Dick Stockton, and a few others. Some color commentaries were like Don Ollie and Gary Ugner and Terry Crisp and even Bobby Orr and Phil Esposito. When it was the playoff times, the NHL Network would show the NHL All-Star Game, and it would show selected playoff series. And 1976, they showed the Stanley Cup Finals between Canadians and Flyers. It was the first time that any network in the United States would show the Stanley Cup Finals every single game. And with the NHL Network being syndicated, many stations would drop it, and some of them would add them in the same markets, and they did this for about 4 seasons. In 1978, during the Stanley Cup playoffs, the NHL Network simulcast the playoff games from CBC in Canada just to save money. And by the last year, 1978-79 season, Scott Wally, who eventually worked for WBZ TV4, was a studio host, and they were like losing a lot of affiliates, the NHL Network. And even though like Minnesota had the Minnesota North Stars, there was no stations in Minnesota that would carry NHL Network games. And at the end of the 1978-1979 season, the NHL signed a contract with the USA Network, basically putting their games on the Flegion Cable Network and rendering the NHL Network basically worthless. And I never got to see the NHL Network, the original NHL Network, because I was too little to remember, but the NHL just needed to get the games on television in the United States because they didn't want to be in danger of it being not a major sport. So that's about it on the original NHL Network. Tomorrow, I'll be back with 3 more video blogs. You know what they are. Don't have to repeat it. Like I always say, keep calm, everybody. Julie Button Guy, Molly Roseblood, WCCO, rocks, nice legs. Elizabeth Hart, so stunning. She's the best. Amy Sweezy's awesome. Awesome Amy. Linda Church of WPIX Channel 11, such a rocking cougar. Best legs in New York City, bar none. And Barbara Gibbs of ABC 11 has a sweet southern accent. Best legs in Raleigh, North Carolina. And in the words of Sean Lucci, get out. Good night, everybody. Sweet.